Hi, my name is Nikki Grimball, and I thank you for taking the time to learn about my journey both in life and the MPA program over the last 2 years. So first, a little about me. My husband, Michael, and I are both Charleston natives, and we have two boys, Michael Jr., who is 11, and William, who is 6. I hope to inspire them to do more than the minimum, to learn from all of their experiences, and to reflect often to be the best versions of themselves, which I felt that I have definitely done over the last 2 years in this program. But my true inspiration for getting through this program are my mom and grandmother. They both went back to school for their master's degrees later in life with young children and families to support. My mom passed away 2 weeks before I applied to the program, and I know she would be incredibly proud of all I've accomplished. I started my educational journey at College of Charleston, where I graduated in 2006 with a BA in Historic Preservation and Community Planning. At that time, I was so drawn and connected to the preservation part, I never realized that my true love would be with the actual community planning. While I was there, I did a year-long internship at the City of Charleston, where I assisted with the Board of Architectural Review, where I became very attuned to being on the government side of preservation work. But in my first job, I had the pleasure of working with my dad, who was an architect, and I dreamt of consulting on preservation projects one day. But unfortunately, he passed away suddenly in 2009 while he was playing golf, so I came to a crossroads in my career. I was hit with a very difficult time, being only 25, 6 months into my marriage, and at the very beginning of my career. I didn't know what I wanted to do or where I wanted to go, so naturally I decided it was a great time to start a family. But I knew after working for family that I needed a place that felt like family. Workplace culture became very important to me and remains a huge part of my own professional needs today, but I also really yearn for true meaning in the work that I do and the people that I do work with. So I decided that the best place for me to look for stable work would be to get back to that public sector that I enjoyed so much previously. My work at Charleston County School District was where my interest in the inner workings of the public sector structure was really ignited. Working on the operations side, I wanted to learn how the whole system worked. But in 2016, after 5 years at CCSD, I came to a point where I honestly was a little bored with the numbers and wanted to pursue something more reflective of my education and background in an architecture office. Then, one fateful day, I ran into my now deputy director in the ladies' room and offered my help with the newly adopted historic preservation ordinance. This set into speed that I would soon be offered a job as a planner working for Historic Preservation Commission and the Planning Commission. And that's when I really figured out that this is where I wanted to be. I could get real hands-on experience working with the political side and the public administration realm, implementing bureaucratic processes. But I really wanted to take the next step in my education and apply to the MPA program. Last year, I had the opportunity to move into the community planner position because of the work I had done and the passion that I have with working with the public. Today, I get to work directly with different communities and implement all of the other aspects of public administration that I have learned in my journey through the program. And I also think I'm very much like Leslie Note from Parks and Rec. I love what I do, I love why I do it, and I do really love public meetings. But with the knowledge, skills, and attitudes that I have gained and processed in my own way of thinking, I can be a true leader and advocate, not only in the public administration realm, but also specifically as a community planner. I understand the importance to facilitate a public forum, how providing people that are affected by our decisions with information, kindness, and grace can make a real difference in their perceptions of government. But my own personal growth through the program is equally important. I've learned about myself, my values, and the way that I want to be a great leader and team member, and the importance of understanding how my brain works and relate that way back to the way I practice is truly key. So the number one question I get from people that I've completed, that I tell them that I've completed the program is, so will you get a raise or promotion? And after I tell them that, no, I don't get these things just yet, I get so much more. I want to be a public administrator who creates public trust in my commitment to the community, remaining open-minded, dedicated to enhancing the public's experience and participation in their government system. But what is my next step in my path? And so I really want to continue learning about myself and carefully crafting my leadership style and abilities. I want to earn professional credentials as a certified planner next spring. But most importantly, I want to inspire and teach others about the core values that we need to have as public administrators and as good stewards of our work. But today, I want to thank everyone that has been a part of my journey over the last 2 years. I've learned so much, and I will be forever grateful to have gone through this experience with each of you. You each hold a special place in my heart and mind, and I hope we stay connected through the years.